What's up guys, it's IndieCuber, and today we're going to be going over all of my mains as of spring 2022.
So my main for 2x2 is the YuPo V2. The best way to put it is it kind of feels like a faster version of the Valk 2, which is what I really like about it more than the Valk 2. The Valk 2 is pretty good, but it's definitely really slow, which makes it pretty unusable for me who prefers faster 2x2s. This cube has about 45 degrees of corner cutting and it's amazing, it's really stable. So if you're subscribed to me, you may already know this, but my main for 3x3 is the MoYu WeiLong WRM 2021, commonly referred to as the Worm 2021. This version is actually the Cuber's home version, which has core magnets, so it makes the cube a bit more stable. Corner cutting is over 45 degrees with ease, and reverse is about a full piece. This is definitely the best 3x3 I've ever tried out, although it is a pain having to tension this cube. So for 4x4, I'm using the YuSu V2. The outer layers are really nice, although the inner layers could use a little bit of work. Although that has kind of subsided with some tensioning and lubing. This cube is really good. I've gotten pretty much all of my PBs on this cube. I'm averaging around 2 minutes, which really is not good, but I'm really just getting into big cubes, so that's probably why. For 5x5, I'm using the YuChuang V2. The outer and inner layers are amazing. The cube is just so fast, yet it's still controllable, it's stable, although popping can be a little bit of an issue and lockups happen. But I gotta say, this 5x5 is just amazing. It's the price, the performance. This is my first ever magnetic 5x5, so there's probably better options on the market, but for now, I'm really happy with this. For 6x6, I'm using the YuShi V2. You might already notice that I'm using the YuFu V2 series for pretty much all of my big cubes. This is because their price and performance is amazing. I'm really bad at 6x6 because I just don't practice it because of double parity. I hate parity. So I'm not exactly sure how fast I average on it, but I do know that I can at least solve it. For 7x7, I'm using the YuFu V2. Yes, another YuFu V2 cube. I swear this is the last one. This cube is really good, although I will say that this cube is a lot more broken in than my other big cube mains, just because I've had it for closer to about 2 years now. This cube performs amazingly, especially for the price, although I will say it's a little big, but hey, it's a lot cheaper than stuff like the MGC or the Haze 7, so I'm fine with that. So for one-handed, I'm using the GAN 354. This cube is 54 millimeters, which makes it slightly smaller than a normal 3x3, which makes it really easy for me to hold in my hands. I don't really average too well on one-handed. I'm probably averaging about maybe 45 seconds to 50 seconds. So I definitely need to get those times down, but I don't know, I barely practice one-handed. So for Pyraminx, I'm using the Steven's Little Magic Pyraminx. It's amazing. I perform really well on this cube, pretty much more than any other Pyraminx. I'm averaging around 10 seconds, which is really good for me. I don't practice this event very often, but I did put some Dignitas and some Mystic in here just to make the cube a bit more smooth, because it's really sandy even with the weight 5 that was put in this cube originally. Now for the event that I practiced the least, Megaminx. I'm still using my X-Man Galaxy V2 that I've been using for over 3 years now. I don't really like this cube, and I think that other Megaminxes such as the GAN and the YuFu are definitely better. Although I don't really practice Megaminx, so I don't think it's really worth it to upgrade. For Skewb, I'm using the X-Man Wingy, which I've been consistently using for about 4 years now. Although I've had multiple Wingys because the pieces are pretty fragile. I probably average 20 seconds on Skewb. I really don't practice it very often. I don't really do a lot of side events. I mostly focus on N-by-Ns and occasionally Pyraminx. For square one, I'm using the YuShi Little Magic M. I don't really practice square one. In fact, I don't even know how to solve one. And this cube did come with a miscolored red cap. Luckily, I'm getting that replaced, which will make the cube competition legal. I don't know anything about square one. So for clock, I'm using a ShengShou, and I usually average maybe sub-minute, maybe sub-2 minutes. I don't even remember. I know that Chi's out, but I'm not gonna get it just because it's super expensive, and I really don't care about clock in the first place.
So those were all of my mains as of spring 2021. Obviously, these will probably change in the next few years, even months for some events such as 3x3. But there will be links for all of these cubes in the description, as well as a link to my Discord server and my Instagram account, so check me out on there. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.